Hey everyone, and welcome back, or if you're new here, my name is Josh, and in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the Capital One Venture X credit card. So I'm going to be going over the main features of this card, its pros, as well as its drawbacks. So hopefully by the end of this video, you should have a much better idea of whether or not this card is a good fit for you. But before I go ahead and dive into the main features of this card, if you would mind helping me out real quickly by just giving this video a like, that just helps out with the good old YouTube algorithm, and also consider subscribing to my channel if you have not already. Also, if you would like to receive a few free stocks, in a pinned comment below as well as in the description box, I will be leaving a few different links where you can receive just that. Okay, so diving right into the main features of this card, we're first going to be talking about the miles or points that you can earn with it. So starting out, you will be earning 10x miles per dollar spent on hotels and rental cars as long as you book through Capital One Travel portal. You're also going to be earning 5x miles on flights booked through Capital One Travel. And then finally, you're going to be earning 2x miles on all other purchases. Now, as far as your spend bonus goes, you're going to be earning 75,000 miles as long as you're able to spend at least $4,000 within the first 3 months from your account opening. Additionally, you're going to be receiving 10,000 miles on every single anniversary, which is pretty much going to equal out to right around $100 towards travel. You're going to be receiving this every single year except whenever you open your account, starting on your first anniversary. Then you're also going to be receiving a $300 annual travel credit for bookings through Capital One Travel. And then finally, you're also going to be receiving a $100 credit towards global entry or TSA PreCheck. Now, on top of all of that, you're also going to be receiving some other pretty sweet benefits as well. So just for instance, you are going to be having access to Capital One lounges for you and 2 guests per visit. Now, of course, the downside to this is right now they only have them in Dallas, Fort Worth, Denver International, and Washington Dulles. But on top of that, of course, you're also going to have access to the Partner Lounge Network, which is going to grant you unlimited access for you and 2 guests for up to 1,300 plus lounges worldwide from Priority Pass and Plaza Premium Group. Now, additionally, you're also going to have access to the Premier Collection, so you can enjoy a $100 experience credit, daily breakfast for 2, and other premium benefits. You're also going to have access to the Lifestyle Collection, so you can unlock premium benefits with every stay, like a $50 experience credit, room upgrades when available, and much more. Furthermore, you'll also receive some benefits as far as rental cars go, so you'll be upgraded to the Hertz President Circle, which allows you to skip the rental counter and enjoy the widest selection of cars with a complimentary upgrade. Also, you'll be able to get reimbursed for damages or theft when you pay for a rental card with this card. I'm going to be diving into that just a little bit later as well. Moreover, you'll receive a complimentary prior subscription, which is typically a $149 value, a complimentary membership to the Cultivist, which is a $220 value, and finally $300 towards an annual membership at Gravity Haus, which is a social club that enables your modern adventure lifestyle. Now, on top of that, just some other perks you have to consider as well is the fact that you're going to be receiving trip cancellation and interruption insurance, trip delay reimbursement up to $500 per person for reasonable expenses like hotel rooms, food, or clothes when your flight is delayed overnight or by 6 hours or more. You're also going to be receiving lost luggage reimbursement, cell phone protection, primary rental car insurance, and extended warranty and return protection. So now that we went over the main features of the Capital One Venture X credit card, I'm not going to go ahead and dive into what the APR and fees are, because this is something that we also have to pay attention to as well. So starting out, your APR on purchases and balance transfers is going to be 22.24, 26.24, or 29.24%. Of course, this is going to be based on your credit worthiness. Now, as far as cash advances goes, this is something on my channel that I always recommend to stay far, far away from, just for many reasons, none that I will get into. And of course, this is not financial advice, but if you happen to take out a cash advance with this card, just know that starting out, your APR is going to be 29.24%. Now, as far as fees go, if you happen to take out a cash advance, once again, on top of the 29.24% APR on them, you're also going to be paying a fee of either $3 or 3% of the amount of each cash advance, whichever happens to be greater. And as far as balance transfers go, on top of your APR of 22.24 to 29.24%, you're going to be paying a fee of 3% if there is a balance transfer offer, or none if there is not. And starting out, there is no balance transfer on your card, but perhaps later on, if you do have an offer like a 0% intro APR for the balance transfers for the first 12 months, in that case, there is going to be a fee for your balance transfer. Now, as far as some other fees go with this credit card, there's also going to be a late payment fee of up to $40. Now, thankfully, there are no foreign transaction fees. So if you do happen to travel abroad, of course, it's the credit card you can take with you. It is a travel card after all. There's no foreign transaction fees, so that's great as well. And as far as the annual fee goes, the annual fee is going to be very high. In this case, it is going to be $395. Of course, for most people, or a lot of people who apply for this card, it might be worth it. Even though you are going to be paying a whopping $395, we are going to be going into the numbers just a little bit later. So now that I went over the main features of this card as well as the APR and fees, I'm now going to go ahead and dive into what I would consider to be the biggest pros and cons of this credit card. So starting out, well, where to start? You're going to be earning 10x miles on hotels and rental cars booked through Capital One Travel. You're also going to be earning 5x miles on flights booked through Capital One Travel as well. And then on all other transactions, you are going to be earning 2x miles per dollar spent. So you're going to have a lot of opportunities there to rack up the miles. And then over the first 3 months, if you're able to achieve the spend bonus of 75,000 miles, as long as you're able to spend at least $4,000 within the first 3 months, that's going to be super helpful as well. And then every single year, you're also going to be receiving 10,000 miles every anniversary. That's going to be $100 towards travel. That is going to be starting on your first anniversary and running every single year. Then on top of that, you're also going to be receiving a $300 annual travel credit for bookings through Capital One Travel platform. And then you're also going to be receiving a $100 credit towards global entry or TSA pre-check. And then of course, you're going to have access to all those airport lounges and all those other benefits as well. So those are the biggest pros in my eyes. As far as the cons go, there's really only one drawback of this card. And of course, that is that $395 annual fee. This may seem like a lot of money for a lot of people, especially if you have not paid an annual fee with a credit card before. But if you love to travel and you travel a lot, this card might just be worth it for you, because let's go ahead and dive into the numbers. Because once again, starting out, you're going to be receiving 75,000 miles if you are able to achieve that spend bonus. That's going to be $750 in travel alone, which is going to outdo the $395 in the annual fee that you're paying. Now, on top of that, every single year, you're going to be receiving 10,000 miles every anniversary, and that can be going towards travel as well. So that's going to be $100 towards travel. Then you're also going to be receiving a $300 statement credit as long as you book through the Capital One Travel platform. So those two together, that's $400. That's certainly going to offset your annual fee of $395. So with all that said, over the first year, it's definitely going to be worth it. And then every single year moving forward, it's essentially break even. And of course, you're going to have those other benefits as well. So even with a $395 annual fee, as long as you're traveling at least once or maybe even twice or 3 times per year, you're certainly going to get your bang for your buck and your money back, even with that $395 annual fee. But that's all we have for today's review. I certainly hope that you enjoyed and found it helpful. If you did, again, I would greatly appreciate if you could give this video a like, consider subscribing to my channel if you have not already, and I will see you in the next video.